And similarly, Waimairi Road, Pearce Street to Maidstone Road, road marking upgrade, proposed by the Hallswell Hornby Rickerton Community Board.
Also, these are unanimous from the committee board support.
Yeah. Do you move it? You move
I'll
it. Jimmy
second it.
Chen seconded. Anne Galloway. Any discussion?
Wait, question.
Yes. A question for staff.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, wake up. Oh.
All right.
How many car parks are we going to remove? I can say that again for Jamie's benefit. How many car parks are we removing?
Can I?
They were looking to I know, I'm sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head, and we've got staff way sick and that sort of thing today, apologies. I know they were aiming to minimise the amount of car parking removal, and it has only been at safety and intersections, and otherwise we would lost it. But just let me hear a quick check, sorry. I read it somewhere. No, I'm sorry, I will have to come back to you on that one to keep it moving.
Well, they're going to come back before before we get to the debate. Yeah. Yanni and Melanie. Right.
It's just thank you. I was just under 6.3. It said there'd been 4 crashes involving cyclists in the area since 2011. That would seem quite a low number, but I do note that it does say that there's an increase in the number of cyclists. Do we know what the cause of those crashes were?
The staff that have done the design, but I don't off the top of my head, apologies.
Okay.
They were.
And is that at a high level? Is that like a sort of normal number that would generate a safety improvement, or is that quite a low number?
We have been looking across the program, and particularly across our resurfacing program and across the wider network, to understand where there is increased usage and where we can make improvements. So the safety improvement is about defining space on the road, in the road corridor for cyclists. And we are looking to align that with our resurfacing program so that when we resurface, we can remark newly and it's all done in one hit. So this is about us getting ahead of that. As opposed to necessarily there being a real hotspot that we're trying to address.
So, Anne, did you have a question?
No, I had a comment.
So, well, no, it was a unanimous decision of the community board. So, I'd like to hear.
No, I can't.
I can comment on that if you like.
Sorry.
I can comment on the car parks if you like from a personal experience.
Yeah, and I can't answer it. Absolutely.
I've asked for clarification from the staff, so hopefully they can pick up.
Page 106, I think it's one that says available spaces without keeping spaces which people...
28 to 13.
Yes, it did look.
Yeah.
I know I should read these documents.
Yeah, but I can remember that.
106.
There seemed to be a lot of community support for the change as well.
Yes, because the surrounding area are kind of, the uni student live in those surrounding area, and also quite a few the uni student they like to,
So
for the bike,
okay.
etc. Yeah.
Question 3, answer A3. It says in there, it's about reducing queue lengths are also causing problems, and answer AC says alternatively car banks can be converted into parallel spaces, but this would reduce the available spaces from 28 to 13. But I think that's just on Dovedale. No, it's not the one. Sorry. But there wasn't kickback from the community. A lot of the car parks that are retained are being converted to 120s, which assists the community as well, the residents in the area.
So,
So I can't answer the question.
is this core critical to your vote?
Well, I don't know. It's probably judging the room. It probably isn't going to change the outcome anyway, but that's fine. I just thought we'd know. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. So, Melanie? Yeah, debate.
I'm fully supportive of this, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. I had this is personal, but I had a tutor use one of my 3 smart cars I used to have, and she parked it out on Waimairi Road between Pierce Street and Dovedale, and it was hit by a stolen vehicle, turned around 180 and written off. And it's exactly where those yellow lines are going to go, so I think it's completely brilliant. So good on you.
Aaron?
Well, I'll definitely support this if it's going to stop vehicles being stolen.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
We either debate or we debate.
Yeah. My only concern around this is the parking on the street there on Waimairi Road down towards the grounds for playing sport. I remember parking down there heaps, and you used to be able to park where you'd pull off just before the bend there. All that grassed area used to be parking on a Saturday when you played rugby, football and hockey down there. You wouldn't play all 3 in the same day unless you were like Mike, but normally you'd only play one. But that was full, and now that's full of accommodation, and the street's normally full. So where did they all go now? They bike to the gate. You'll be naked. We
This is
see
a
that.
debate.
Yeah, that was a well
Rhetorical question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
to my fellow members to think about their decision
Yeah.
of those sport, but sport's not important.
Anyone else, Tim?
Yeah, look, thank you to the staff for this, and I think with regards to your comment that it was buying from the locals, so whether you have visitors coming into your community, well, that's all lovely, but it's actually about the locals and about the people that live there, so if they're really onto this and they see the advantages to it, then good on them, and well done.
Right, I'll put the motion. Oh, Catherine?
I'll just ask people to support it. This went through a really, really rigorous consultation process, and a lot of the community were very happy with what was recommended by staff, and they did an incredible job. And it was supported unanimously by the entire board.
Thank you. Sam?
Can you turn it off?
That's right. Yeah. Catherine and I don't usually disagree on many things around the council table, but on this one I will. I think we need to be really mindful of when we're taking car parks away in these environments, particularly around the university at the moment and those streets. We get raised with us constantly, and I just can't see why we'd be taking more off at the moment. So I won't support it, which I guess breaks away from the normal practice of adopting the community board's recommendation, but I just can't today.
Thank you. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no.
No.
So that's Sam and Aaron.
And James.
And James.
And James Goff. Right. Okay. Thank you. Right. Sorry?
17.
Number 17.
I'm happy to move.
Oh, yeah, well done, Jimmy.
Is it 17? Oh, God.
Review of the
Sorry.
constitutional agreement of the committee.
Review of the